this is one of the topic what you see that a lot of customers don't know exactly what they need to fulfill. What is the right EMC standard? What is the right regulation? Yeah, they need to fill for which market is the application. Yeah. So that means this is one of the topics in the beginning. So to understand what are your interfaces of your device under test and how are they connected in the end in the final application.
Hey, it's Eamon with ipXperience. We've got a little bit of a different one, promoting a webinar series from MPS, that's Monolithic Power Systems. I'm here with Jan. And so, yes, this is all about EMC, MPS's EMC lab. So, Jan, if you'd like to just say when the webinar series is and what it'll be all about, and then we'll discuss a bit about MPS's EMC lab and what it brings to the table for engineers.
Yeah, we host next week, and the week after we host on the 6th March and 15th March. We host a webinar series with the topic of EMC. So we have cooperation with Rodo and Schwarz, and with Arturo to have interesting topics all around by debugging, EMC testing, measurements, and so on. So, and I think for all which are interested in EMC and all around, it will be very interesting. And a lot of topics we show there come up from the EMC lab here in Ettenheim. Yeah.
Excellent. So we chatted a little bit before this call. So that lab's been around since, was it 2021? So what kind of you mentioned some other things that they do at the location, like applications and FRE. So what kind of testing? What are the EMC problems that a typical engineer faces within the power segment, I guess?
Yeah, maybe we can start. What was the reason why to build EMC lab? Why we see the need of it, especially here, maybe in Europe, maybe in Germany, yeah, where we are. So we are located in the southwest of Germany, and when MPS starting also with the all automotive business, we seen that when with the DC-DC, for example, yeah, we are a noise source for the EMC. Yeah, that means we need to focus more and more about the EMC requirements, especially in the beginning of automotive, but also for industrial, medical, and consumer electronics. So that means until this time, we used external labs to doing testing, to making investigations. And then there was the point where we say, okay, we need to be more flexible, we need to be faster, and we had built up the strategy to have in each continent or each segment there a EMC lab. Yeah, that means we have in Hangzhou in China, we have in Detroit in the US, and now Ettenheim was placed in there 2021. With a complete new building facility, the lab as well. And initially it was the idea to have this EMC topic here, but over the last years, 2021 until now, we've seen the need from the customer as well to for the overall service and support for electrical topics. So it means we have not only the EMC anymore. We have also application engineering, a team here who takes care about all the customer applications, this focus product application. So it's between the product line and the customer. And we have also the so-called MPS Now, this online support team here, which focus on online requests from customer technical requests mainly, for and support them here as well with equipment, with we have all here from Ostsee to house supplies and so on, and this EMC topic as well,
Cool. So in terms of EMC in general, is from MPS's point of view, are you looking to minimize EMC caused by your own devices, or are you also looking at kind of shielding products from external EMC as well?
Yeah, we have at least I would say three main topics
Okay.
we focus on. The one topic is for sure, as you mentioned, is we want to develop the ICs with features with solutions which minimize the EMC, yeah, in case of the emission, but also being robust against immunity. That means we try to work on our products to get them better, yeah. But still, one big impact is as well is the layout of a PCB, yeah, which has also you can do a lot of things very good. You can do things also bad with focus on EMC. That means this is the second topic which we try to do. We try to work on our evaluation boards. We try to work on modules, and we try to work on customer applications to improve the EMC behavior. Yeah, immunity or emission doesn't care. Yeah, in this because we see we cannot solve every problem caused by a bad layout. Yeah, so it means we also go to layout, talking with the customer, changing, making with the goal that we have in the end design requirements which we can take over to the customer and they can use it and they are sure that it is working. And the third and the last is that we offer this service for EMC testing for external, which has nothing to do with MPS. Yeah, so as a as a service lab, yeah, I would say, yeah, as well. So this is what is also special for us as MPS, that we are also independent from our products, from our ICs. We are completely independent from the sales side in this.
Nice.
So we can make this independently. So for every customer who wants to come here as well. So this is the first. So. And for this, we have then 3 chambers. So it's not a small lab, I would say. It's a mid-sized lab with 3 EMC chambers for industrial, consumer, automotive applications.
Cool. So if obviously there's kind of tests that need to be passed for EMC in a lot of devices, but if we ignore the certification side, let's say, of EMC, what are the key problems for those people who don't really think about EMC? What are the key problems that EMC causes in a design that you really need to solve in order to make something work effectively?
Yeah, one really topic is when we focus, maybe starting with the DC-DC converter, is really the switching this of the DC-DC converter is creating this noise in a high broadband frequency. And as faster, as more efficient we do the switching, we have more EMC noise. Yeah, on this higher frequencies and so on, and this is always moving forward. Yeah, every new generation we try to optimize, we try to speed up, we try to increase the efficiency. Yeah, and always EMC is in this case the challenge that we generate this noise. Yeah, what has a effect, what the customer needs to take care is in this moment for sure. One topic is the layout. Yeah, that means understanding what are the hot loops, of your application or in the schematic, and making this as small as possible to avoid any radiation. Yeah, for example, when we're talking about the emission, when we're talking about immunity, it's like really you need to understand what are sensitive pins, what are sensitive signals, which you need to take care, because they are per definition, a feedback pin, that's per definition it needs to be sensitive. That means you need to protect this for RF coupling, by adding capacitors, making the traces, in a layer, and so on. So that means that the layout for sure is one key thing what you have. So you cannot make a IC as robust that this doesn't care what is the layout. That means this is what we want to guide a little bit with in our data sheets, guidelines, and so on. So this is for sure one topic. And when we look to our main task at the moment, it is for the DC-DC topic, it's the emission, and it's for more complex things, like also from the structure, which is bigger, so like a LED application or so, where you have long traces, where we have a big size of PCBs for sure. Then you see the immunity topic, that you couple into the traces, RF, and have any reactions on this, So this is, I would say, the two main topics, what we're working on, and we want to guide customers, guide the application to reduce the risks during the whole development, So figuring out what's the problem. And this is what we see as well as this was an enabler to have own EMC testing capabilities to be fast to realize this topics, that we can really guide the customers, because with an external lab you are always, as everyone knows, you need approvals, you need a budget, you need a free time slot. So this is what we can manage here on our own. It's the same for all the application and for all the FIE questions what we have. We can manage this without external parties, where we need to take care as well.
Cool. So just kind of, if I were to summarize what you've said about problems that EMC causes, it would be effectively EMC radiation causing, would I say, RF induction in other lines, which prevents other components from performing as well as they would, or at least the kind of sensing signals not being as clean as they should be. Would that be correct?
Yes.
In summary.
Yeah, this is one topic. The next topic is then for sure you have applications now with radio services. That means you have your receiver of noise on the board. You are close. The package is small, and you have then interactions. Between interoperability. That means that we couple your noise to the to your signal what you want to use at the end. So this is also a topic what we see more and more. Would affect problems. And really this radiation topic, this coupling topic. It's what it's all about. Coupling.
So you've mentioned that one of the key benefits of MPS's EMC lab is that it's not directly tied to the MPS kind of component side of the business, so to speak. So people can come and test designs within that lab, even if they're not using MPS components.
Yes.
If someone was looking to do some EMC testing, what would be the steps that they would do before contacting MPS in terms of trying to make the most of their visit, so to speak?
So really, you need to be sure about your requirements. What you have. This is one of the topic what you see, that a lot of customers don't know exactly what they need to fulfill. What is the right EMC standard? What is the right regulation? They need to fulfill for which market is the application. So that means this is one of the topics in the beginning. So to understand what are your interfaces of your device under test, and how are they connected in the end in the final application. To understand what could be critical, what could be a critical path, what is need to be tested, and for sure, and regarding which standard, And this is one topic. I would say it's more from the management, more from the organization side, From the technical side, for sure, it is that you need to check your components, what you're using, and this is what our customers are doing as well. They're asking us for results. They want to see how it's working, which functionalities you have integrated in your IC to reduce the EMC radiation, for example. It means you always need to look for your components, what you are using, as well. So to have to minimize the risks during the development, because for sure the EMC is, let me say like this, it's sometimes it's a functional topic, but to build up a setup on your desk, is one topic, and to get it running under certain conditions is maybe the next topic. Yeah, that means also that you really function but you always need to take care also about always what about from temperature range to EMC as well. Yeah, because without fulfilling the EMC, you will not get the things in market, you cannot sell it in the end. So that means why everyone is a little bit scared always about EMC. And I'm an EMC guy, so that means I see my task a little bit to get this black magic to reduce this fear of EMC a little bit, and to turn it into something positive in case of guiding the people. A little bit in the beginning of the process to say, okay, we said, okay, what are the requirements? You need to be sure that really in your project you need to know, okay, what I need to test, what are the topics, what could be risky, what is maybe something you need to make as a pre-compliance testing. The other thing is taking care about your components, and also taking care about your placement and package. Housing, always a big topic. It's not only because of thermal management. Housing, if I take a plastic housing, metal housing, it's also about what chances I have to double use something, like to use the heatsink as a shielding at the same time.
Okay.
So this is also what we try to guide the people, and then for sure then we create a test plan, or we will say, okay, when you come here or when you go somewhere else for EMC testing, they will ask you about what you want to test and what's your test plan, what are your requirements, and how to get the part running. This is the next topic you need to know. We need to get a product or a device under test. It's sometimes IC, sometimes it's a application, and sometimes it's a finished product. And you always need to try to get this running in an EMC chamber.
Okay.
And this is because this is sometimes what is also difficult to solve. You need to get it running not in the real environment. You need to get it running in the EMC chamber. That means all your lines needs to be filtered. All your lines needs to be fiber optical. So that means if you have a CAN communication, you cannot make a 10-meter CAN trace in. We have optical transceivers for doing this. So you need to think about how I can build up the application there and how I can get it running. What are critical operation modes? Also, often a topic what we see that the customers or the people don't think about. What is the critical operation mode? For emission, and also what is operation mode for immunity testing? Because in immunity testing we need to have certain signals we need to monitor to make the decision. Is it passing or it's failing? Is it the status A, B, C, D? E is damage, and this is something you see, but also this topic, and when you have this a little bit prepared, for sure, then we are fast in case of testing.
Okay, cool.
I would say.
And just out of interest, I'm sure there's many people who do simulations beforehand of what the expected EMC will be or what expected shielding would be. But in your practical experience, what's kind of the balance? I mean, when do you stop simulating and just say, okay, it really needs real world testing?
It's a big it's a big topic. So what we still see, or what I still see in my daily, it's a lot of companies don't have the possibility to make simulations because it's too complex. If you think about a small size or mid-sized company, which maybe there's not even one guy who doing EMC. The guy who making EMC testing is also the guy who making this and making that and doing that. So that means when you come there and saying, hey, let's make a simulation, then so this is one topic. What you see, is it really possible to implement any kind of simulations to your development process? Yeah, is it something you can handle? Do you have all the informations what you need to make
that's half
a good
the battle,
simulation? So it means often when we say, okay, these customers who come here for this paid service measurements, there are mostly small or mid-sized customers, where, as I mentioned, so they don't have own testing equipment. Yeah, they come here for pre-compliance testing. Yeah, and we try to support them. Yeah, to get the things running. Yeah, and so there's no people. Yeah, for bigger companies, for sure, if you have the possibility to make simulation, yeah, it is a good tool, good feature, yeah, to reduce time, yeah. But it's, for me, from my experience, it's also at the beginning, it's all a little bit in parallel to get correlation between your application in the simulation and your real world, yeah. Because there's a lot of topics, yeah. That means, for sure, you need to be able to make correlations, improve your simulation model, yeah, and then always thinking about what is the main topic I want to focus on. Yeah, what I see as well is you don't have a simulation which can cover all the topics. Yeah, it's most time a specific topic you focusing, and helps you to understand the effect, why it's doing this. And as much as complex your products are, it helps, because then in the real world it's also difficult, as I mentioned, to get such things, such applications running in an EMC lab. Yeah, this is also not so easy sometimes. Yeah, that means a simulation will help them also to make these tests more efficient. Yeah. But my experience is it takes time. Yeah, and it takes someone who really go into the topic, and it's nothing you do in 2 hours a week. Yeah. But it's a good tool. Yeah, if you are able to handle it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I think that's been a really good chat on the topic of EMC in general. So I think best thing to do is return to this webinar series. So what's kind of the perfect kind of engineer that you think will benefit the most from this series?
On the one side, it will be for customers who looking for pre-compliance testing. Yeah, so that means like with Arturo, he makes a great presentation about how to make pre-compliance testing, how to make analysis with oscilloscope, for example. Yeah, which is most time current probe, oscilloscope, voltage probe. So to make their investigations to find it. So as a pre-compliance, it means we address here customers who don't have maybe their own EMC lab. Yeah. We have with Rodo and Schwarz a partner who showing about the background about measurement equipment. So that means we address also people who are interested or already have some possibilities for testing. Yeah, really, and show them possibilities how to increase, how to improve this already existing setup. Yeah, and what's the status. And with the other topics, maybe what we as MPS presenting, it is also the people who doing a layout. Yeah. So that means we make also a session about spread spectrum and some layout requirements. So that means we have the hardware engineer, we have the guy who's the EMC guy who's making the hardware and who's taking care about the measurement equipment as well. So this is what you see quite often. Yeah. So that means I think everyone who's interested in hardware engineering, yeah, and this is the right person. Yeah.
Excellent.
Who should join the seminar? Yeah.
Cool. And do you can you just remind our viewers of the dates for that?
Yeah, it's the 6th of March and 14th March. So we have separated in 2 sessions. Yeah.
And where can they join that?
They can register over our website.
Okay.
In a link. So for each session, you can make the registration over our website, and that's it.
Cool. We'll put those in the description.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Jan. That was a really, really fun chat.
Yes.
So thank you and have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
So that was my chat with Jan from MPS. Obviously, click the link below to register your interest in attending MPS's webinar series on EMC. But as always, if you want to talk to MPS at all about any of their products, they do obviously lots of monolithic power systems, head to the ipXchange website, click on the board page, and apply to evaluate this disruptive technology. Keep designing.